no soul has ventured and returned for years. So, where does our dark forest story begin? Well, the forest is home to the Darkwood village, which on its surface appears to be an ordinary peaceful village, much like the plains. However, whilst the Darkwood village pays host to your typical Minecraft villages, if you look closely enough, it also conceals some more interesting inhabitants. In fact, the Dark Forest is also home to a plethora of magical creatures and races, many of which remain undiscovered to this day. The first of many unusual beings found in the Dark Forest are the hobbits, which reside in the centre of the village. All sub-race in our Darkwood village. Much like Tolkien's, our hobbits are sticklers for adventure, and they're the life and soul of the party. They're also great friends of the wizard who lives above the village across the Chartered Lake. He gets them into beliefs and several traditions that they observe throughout the year. The most prominent of which is the Night of the Fairies. They believe that their luck is dictated by magical fairies, called Allays and Vexes, which inhabit the trees of the forest. The Allays are responsible for the village's good luck, whilst the Vexes are always up to mischief, supposedly the cause of misfortune in the village. The villagers tell tales of these Allays and Vexes living high up in the trees, each with a distinct purpose. If you lost one of your belongings, that'll be an Aspen Vex at work. If you can't remember something, that'll be a pesky oblivion. And if you're feeling angry, you likely have a turbine Vex sat on your shoulder. Similarly, if you bagged yourself a good crop yield, it's likely a Ceres ally has protected your crops. Essentially, the villagers have an ally or Vex explanation for everything, so their relationship with them is considered a very important part of their lives. In their own rendition of a light festival, the Darkwood villagers spend weeks preparing for a special annual ceremony, lighting up the entire village with lanterns, orange to calm those troublesome Vexes, and blue to honour their helpful ally friends. During this annual Night of the Fairies, the villagers dance and sing, upholding traditions passed on from their ancestors. They also enjoy a grand feast, leaving tiny leftovers in the trees as little offerings for their ally friends. The Darkwood village is also protected by a magical golem, a slightly different tale about the golem's origins. The most popular story suggests that the first forest dwellers had been persecuted for their beliefs, fleeing to the depths of the Dark Forest to make sanctuary. They created a secret mine, flexing iron for a special ritual, through which they would animate an iron creature to protect them and their descendants from outsiders. After several lengthy rituals and complex incantations, the iron golems were